Okay, quick Wednesday morning radar update. So we're playing catch up with the US yesterday. Went pretty in depth on my sort of opinions for what we look for in the US markets in a market swing reversal. Went in depth on that. We covered a few stocks what hit the screens last night. They seem to be doing okay this morning. It's absolute swing day Mageddon in the US screens today. So let me just jump onto those. Trying to find them. Can't see for looking. So let me just hit the US screens, bring these over and just swing points just across the board, apart from those stocks what have been strong. And into those small and mid caps. You know, it's absolutely loaded, isn't it? So we don't know whether it will stick. I can tell you, looking at the tick and trin, it gives me a little bit more faith. It's a very shallow pullback in the markets. It feels like under the surface, some stocks over in the US have been drifting for some time, but it's an extremely shallow pullback so far. You could turn up and the market's down. The Dow's down 300. Stocks in term. All that sort of nonsense. Yeah, we could, as with any sort of swing, it doesn't mean it will stick. At the end of the day, nobody knows. This is a shallow pullback, but it's got a pretty good case. I would rather have a deeper pullback with a pretty good case. Is basically what I'm trying to say. So anyway, portfolio's about 5% off all-time highs in the history of the world. Pretty low volatility, seeing as though I just trade small caps in the trend portfolio, small mid caps. Pretty low volatility, but that's position sizing, isn't it? The most under used principle. Misunderstood. The most misunderstood sort of thing in investing, probably. Position sizing. Everyone's too light when they've got a winner. Everyone's too heavy when when the market pulls back. So let's move on from that, and we'll just jump into. We'll have a quick look. Commodities having a little bit of a move today. Gold not so. Currencies, it's all pretty flat out there. Let's just jump straight into TLT swinging down over the last day. Let's jump into I'm just going to have a quick look at the dollar. The dollar's still it gapped up yesterday and then sold off. Let's jump straight into those volume leaders. I'm not in the swing of things this morning. The sun's just come out and blinded the screens. So it is 10 past 10. We should have traded about 25% to be on average volume. We've got quite a lot on volume today. It's actually filled a little bit. Let me just double check that. 23, 24, yeah, it's actually filled in a little bit over the last half hour or so. So REITs are filling screens again. I hope this swing sticks. Well, we always hope a swing sticks, don't we? But I hope this swing sticks, because it would be nice to see BLX there back in a mean trend area. It would be nice to see a lot of heat trailed out the market by trail points trading. High five on to Pete on the gym today. I think that one looks like it's going to trade. Well, it's trading above the previous high now, isn't it? Hopefully it gets itself happy above that level. That's technical terms. I'm just going to fly through these actually and get into the small caps where I do business. There wasn't that much on the swing screens yesterday, but we did see a few, didn't we? For trying to trade an outside up today. Let's just quickly have a look at this one. Yeah, it's not really future. So, I sold this one. I can't remember. I sold it over here somewhere, I think. It's a 250 stock. I was freeing up money to move into more rapid moving stocks, and every time, every year, every market phase, I will always sell something what continues to hit the screen. I will do it multiple times. It is operator error, but if you've got an add point on something else or a few other things, you've got to take the money from somewhere else, and I try and move efficient main market money into inefficient small cap higher beta names. But this one has continued. We got involved back here in trading bases, so I think, or I don't know if it was the pullback or on the breakout, but it's just continued, hasn't it? Remember all the big move down on the sort of vaccine news. Many blogs talked about, many told you so blogs went through. There's another one. Many told you so blogs told you why you were wrong holding these stocks back then, and told you should have taken profit in them. And basically, they just did normal stuff. I did rotate out of this one into other stuff as well. AIM 100 goes in with the sort of 350 stocks in my screens. So there's two on there, what have continued. And it's impossible for me to work out whether that money I rotated swing point trying to build on HFD from a normal area. This is where you find low risk sort of ideas. Doesn't mean it will, they're all going to be correct, but let's move into the small caps, see what's going down in these today. So it is now 16 minutes past 10, so we should have traded 26% to be on average volume. Good volume in these as well. Investment banking, pharmaceuticals, few precious metal stocks, and a healthy mix is probably the best way of putting it. SRC through highs, yes, we're riding this one. Fantastic. From last night's screens, gapped up this morning though. Carclo, this is from. Did this make the screens last night? I don't know. It's a tick down in its forward numbers, so I wouldn't have looked at it. It made the swing screen, so didn't it? SDG, acceleration in the sort of in the forward numbers on that one as well. I've just got to, I'm pretty sure we saw that one last night as well. We should have done anyway. Let me just check the end of day closes. Can't see for looking. Can't see for looking. SDG 27. Let me just look on the dashboard. Yeah, I see it in the screener, but for some reason I can't see it on the list. We know it's there. 63. Oh, it's on the second page, that's why. Moving on. TGR, POS, AQX. Close above, open above. You know the sort of shuffle I do for a trail point on these things, so yeah, I've had to Pete on that one. I know quite a few people who are holding that one. Were holding it, hopefully they still are holding it. So position sizing using the linear chart, and once you ride these things, you know, you look at the log chart, but if you look at the linear chart, the volatility in the P&L gets wider and looser as these things go higher in price. Guess what? There is no way around that. That is how it works. You know, the bigger the profits, the more volatility in the profits. And off-piece soapbox day, you know, 90% of investors out there preach the exact opposite of top slicing, top slicing, top slicing. But you only need one big winner. Even though it's volatile, you only need one big winner to pay for everything else. So if you always top slice your account and you don't have the ability to ride these big winners by doing that, you know, you want a stock to earn a weighting in your portfolio. You know, that is how money is made. As soon as you top slice, it puts pressure on the whole, everything you do. It pressurizes your win ratio. It pressurizes, you know, the gain to pain in every stock in the portfolio. Pressurizes the methodology as a whole. So, you know, guess what? When you're doing things right, you're going to have some volatile positions. And do you know where the happy place is? When you've got 5 or 6 volatile positions and they kind of swing up and down independent of each other. So 3 will be going up while 3 are going down, and they keep stair-stepping higher and they keep going. That is the happy place. Just having one in the portfolio is more volatile to the actual equity curve. But if you've got a few of the big winners in the portfolio, it actually smooths it out. Guess what? That day when everything goes down together, it never feels good. We know that. Doing the right thing rarely feels good in the markets. Rarely. One second. Soapbox day again, isn't it? So Eco's on. I've got a position in this one as well. I want it to move above here so I can add to it and trail it. Trail it and add to it. Build a bigger position in it going forward. Cadence Minerals, no forward numbers on that one these days since it's gone through its... I don't know if we had any before. It was a POS though, wasn't it? And this one, a little bit boring, but real estate investment services. It does punch. We looked at it on the swing day, didn't we, 3 days ago? Working on a swing point on dual today. This is a kind of recovery, isn't it? Return to growth. SOS from the last night's screens. It's a lose less. What else was on last night's screens? Lock, CTO, JD I've got written as a swing opportunity. So that is today's volume leaders. There's quite a lot running. We'll see how they go. It looks a little bit too easy, but you know, we'll take it. Okay.